In other breaking news, a major development in a homicide case we've been following for more than 3 years. The man charged in the 2023 killing of a Madison business owner and fleeing to Mexico is now in custody. WMTV's Shayna Najawan joins us live in studio and has the latest from newly filed court records. Shayna.
Mackenzie, court records show that Jose Duenas-Quinones was arrested this week on a warrant tied to the death of 43-year-old Michaela Juarez Ocolt. Juarez Ocolt was found dead inside her Madison business in April of 2023, leaving behind a young daughter and a community searching for answers. Police found Juarez Ocolt dead inside her business, Spark Nutrition, on April 24th, and soon after, investigators identified Jose Duenas-Quinones, 37 at the time, as a person of interest, and said he had left the United States with the couple's daughter. Prosecutors later charged him with first-degree intentional homicide, and an arrest warrant was issued. Now, newly updated court records show that warrant was served yesterday. In the years since Juarez Ocolt's death, loved ones and community members gathered for vigils and pushed for answers. Supporters remembered her as a mother, business owner, and friend, while advocates pointed to the case as another example of one of the devastating impacts of domestic violence. Now, after more than 3 years, the homicide case is moving forward in court. In previous interviews with us, loved ones said that they hoped that one day Juarez Ocolt's daughter would see justice for her mother's death. Duenas-Quinones' initial appearance is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Live in studio, Shayna Najawan, WMTV 15 News.
All right, Shayna, thank you.